Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Back here on the homestead. I'm going to figure I'd give you a quick tour of the greenhouse and let you in on a little secret. So let's go ahead and do the tour. I'm going to get the camera off from this mug and put it just on the greenhouse. Super Hawk saying hello. So I hope the video quality is good enough and the wind doesn't get you too much. I put that the super stable on my phone, so you're not getting a whole bunch of crazy bouncing around. So here's my greenhouse. I started this project back in 2016 actually. It's put into the side of a hill a little bit. Come around here. As you can see, dun 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 dun. Just kidding, it's my finger. This wall actually from here all the way down is 6 feet tall. So it's got about 5 feet underground. I have some of the wall collapsed back behind there because I used some mulch to help buffer the fact that I don't have as much fill dirt as I needed. So that's packed down now and degraded. So I need to pull those rocks out and redo that. It's going to happen on the back side of the greenhouse as well, but I don't have a rock wall back there. I'll just keep adding stuff on top of that. But let me take you a quick tour around the greenhouse. These doors actually were on our house, but we had to replace them. So I kept them and put them on the greenhouse. They're working great for now. I got to work on the seals. So the greenhouse is 24 by 20. It's got a cement footer and cinder block. As you can see, cinder blocks go all the way around it. This wall is about a 4-foot wall, cinder block wall, and then you can see the clear panels above that. The front's a 2-foot wall, and then you have that 6-foot wall, and the back wall is also a 6-foot wall. So the two sides, the south facing and the north facing, are double layered polycarbonate paneling. I need to find the footage on that, but I have more footage of me putting those up. The roof and the front and back of the greenhouse, so the east and west facing part of the greenhouse, is this clear corrugated material. I don't know how well you can see on the camera, but it goes up real nice and easy. I need to do some trimming up, as you can still see. I got it up, and I need to come around here and trim it, put gutters on it. I'm going to attach rain barrels to it, but here is the back side. You can see this is a mulch material down here. This I got from my local electric company. When they're cleaning up the power lines, they brought me a lot of mulch. I'll attach a picture. And yeah, so and then you can see on this side of the greenhouse, so that's a 6-foot cinder block wall in the ground, and then about 5 more feet here. But I mean, I can touch the roof here. Snow's coming off. So we'll take you inside and we'll show you what it looks like from the inside. All right, so we're back. Oh, not back. We're in the greenhouse now. I'm back in the greenhouse. Been in here multiple times today. Trying to figure out what I wanted to tell you guys, how I wanted to do it. A little embarrassed about the state of the greenhouse, but that's one of the things that you guys are gonna get to see is some of my mistakes. See, misspoken words, promised in the first video. You'll get a lot of them. Some of my mistakes, and some of the things I'm going to be trying to do to move forward and fixing them. So bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera back around, and you can see what I'm talking about by mistakes. So I been using the greenhouse kind of as a storage. There is no electricity, there is no heat or running water out here. So in the winter and the super hot summer, I can't really utilize this. More on that later. The steel chainsaw. So I have to admit that my greenhouse is currently a non-functioning greenhouse in the aspect of I can't really grow too much stuff in there. Sorry, I was going really slow because I was trying to think of what to say. And you had to stare at that board for a really long time. Sorry about that. So I'm trying to zoom out. I don't know. There we go. I don't know what I pushed, but I was zoomed in. I was trying to figure that out too while I was talking to you guys. So there's my water tower, as I call it. It's a 275 gallon food grade water tote. But I cleaned it all out. Soap, water, vinegar, soap again, and then water again to clean out anything. I mean, that container has been filled up and dumped out probably half a dozen times. I still need to paint it black, and that way it can absorb the heat and give it off. It can be kind of like a thermal battery to give off heat into the greenhouse during the winter and at night if needed. I do have a dehumidifier there. It's a little broken. I have another one that I'll be hooking up. I'm going to be placing a dehumidifier right up there, and probably the other one right up there, and pipe the drain lines into the water tank. You remember being outside? That wall that didn't seem that tall? But there it is. And then the wall that I was able to touch the roof is this wall right here. So it's this wall and this wall are about 5 feet underground. And then my front wall, I buried inside the floor inside the greenhouse, so that 2 foot wall was only showing an 8 foot block. I'll be putting gravel in here soon. And then here on this wall is my main table, but then that's the 4 foot wall, and then 5 foot above that. It's all made out of pressure treated lumber, painted. I did it all myself. My father did come out, spend some time with the family, and he helped me put the cinder blocks in. And I had some good friends come help me do the footers, help me mix cement, and get that all taken care of. So, but what I'm trying to show you here, as you can see, and I just got an eclectic nonsense mess of stupid in here. My shed, I had some problems with the power lines. I'm running new 220 line out there. Here shortly there'll be a video on that. But I was using the greenhouse because all the natural lighting, I could just run one extension cord out here and use a tool, one of my power tools, and get it going. So I figured we could, I figured you guys might want to see what the greenhouse looked like, and then I'm going to force you to watch the time lapse of it. Not going to force you, but please watch the time lapse of it. And as you'll see a lot in this channel, I've made mistakes. I've let stuff go. I haven't been the cleanest person or the most organized, and I hate it. I really do. And there's no excuse. You know, I do work a full-time job, but there's a lot of people out there who can still keep stuff organized. So I'm going to be learning how to organize better. And Mom, sorry if you're watching this. My mom and dad did teach me how to be clean and organized, but oops. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and fumble around this camera, try to put you on the tripod. Take my jacket off because it's not that cold in here. Where's my thermometer? See, I don't even know where my thermometer is at. Because it's so dirty in here. I had it covered up so the sun wouldn't warm it. It would just get an actual accurate temperature. So, outside it is currently, I do believe, 40 degrees, 39 in the warm 30-ish. It is about 52, 54 degrees in here. Like I said, not heated. Sun's going down, so it probably was closer to 60 earlier today. It did feel warm, but I didn't check how warm it was. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna try to figure out where to put you. I mean, I got so much junk everywhere, and I gotta try to figure out where to put this tripod to best show you me cleaning. You know, like I said, I promise it's gonna be a time lapse, hyper lapse, whatever the fancy word is for it. So you're not gonna be sitting there watching me clean the actual time frame. Hey, I think I figured out another button on my phone that I'm using as my camera. If I change something, then I can apparently get more of the greenhouse. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick it right here. Right. Oh. Right there on the table. Ah! And at this point, I do the magic within editing to make me move around really fast and make it look easy when this is the most boring part of All right, I didn't give you guys a time frame of or what my goal was. I was trying to zoom out, but I wanted to be able to get to my table a little bit better. I know a lot of my stuff that's all trash right there. I know a lot of the stuff I just moved over to here, but I needed to be able to divide and conquer. So I need a clean side, and then I'll have a dirty side. And then the clean side, I can start taking some stuff from the dirty side and organizing it a little bit more, using the clean side as a staging area. So now, this is my grow table. It's the length of the greenhouse, as you can see. And it's just made out of plywood, and it's painted with outdoor paint to help keep some of the moisture down. But there's a project I'm going to do with this. You can see it's bowing there a little bit. I didn't put enough supports in there, so I'll be adding some more. But I'm going to be turning this into a full cement grow table, and I'm going to be using in-floor heating mats to heat it. So if I wanted to only heat the grow table and have a microclimate and build like a little dome over them or something, I could just have a little microclimate within the greenhouse and not have to worry about heating the entire greenhouse if not needed. So, all right, back on me. So here, I'm gonna put the camera down, step back. Oh, that's just my chin. Actually, let's do the chin because I'm gonna step back. Yeah, it's cooled off in here a little bit. It's a little bit below 50 now, as the thermometer over there says. But I got my goal done. Small goals will get me to the end eventually. I've been putting it off because I want to get out here and clean the entire greenhouse at once, and that's not going to happen. I would take an entire Saturday, or I'd hit a wall. I know a lot of people, when they're cleaning, the big stuff's easy, the small stuff is what gets you. You get all the big stuff done, and then the small stuff seems overwhelming now because you have to figure out where to put it. So a lot of the big stuff is done on half the greenhouse. I'll be working on the other half of the greenhouse. I will go ahead and record that. Like I said, you guys are going to see pretty much everything. So thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. This is video number 2 of me talking in there. There's some previous videos I posted. I think they're all hyperlapse videos, except the one where I was catching a swarm of bees out of a tree. I was just chainsaw milling hyperlapse and moving some of my beehives. But I do appreciate everyone tuning in, watching me clean my greenhouse. That's probably the most boring YouTube video you've watched today. And I do appreciate you taking the time to sit there bored out of your mind. Please remember to subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell for notifications, and comment. I'm new to YouTube, but apparently you gotta do all that stuff so YouTube starts recognizing me and my channel, and will actually start putting me in an algorithm. So if you Google Homestead or something, or it'll start popping up, because apparently that's the way they do it now. So I do appreciate it. Everyone, please have a wonderful day, and remember, stay motivated. Hey, good afternoon. Take one. Time for take two.